Yay.
What do you mean how connecting? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I see it. I see it. It was like frozen for a second, but you're there.
Hello. I got this pop-up that said having trouble connecting. And I'm like, what? No.
No, it's there.
We cannot have trouble. I've got Becky tonight. For you, it's afternoon. For me, it's evening already.
It is. It's 4 o'clock here. It's like the middle of the day.
6 o'clock here. Let's see who's here. Hello, Barbie and Tracy and Mallory. Mallory was first.
That's
I know she's
saw.
one of your people.
I saw Mallory. I'm solving the great pig heist, Mallory. I don't know where it's stowed away to. I'm figuring it out.
Hello, Kaz. So if you do not know Becky, which I don't know how you don't, but this is Becky of Vintage Viking Treasures. Mm-hmm. All of her links are in the description box below. So her, hi Mom. So her YouTube channel, her Instagram, and her email are all there. Hello, Lila. Hello, Linda.
Wow.
Lila's my niece. That's the first time I've seen her pop on here.
See, and usually I put my other one to read right underneath it, but I have it over on this side now. So I'm like reading and then realizing I'm not looking at you. There we go.
Yeah, that's mine's right, usually Mallory. Down here too. But you guys, I've lost my YouTube app on my it's disappeared.
Like, is there like a little search bar you can put in and type it in to see if you can find it?
Well, I think I need to go to the App Store.
Because I can never remember what all the icons look like. They start to look the same to me.
But I think it deleted the app. Like,
oh, no.
Because the app is my most often used app.
Well,
Hello, Dad. My whole family's here tonight. They're like, well, we've heard about this Becky. We're going to come watch this show.
Notorious. Yep.
Oh. Do not understand.
Oh, and I'm not even live chat. Let's try that. See if that helps too. See what else we get to see.
Okay. So let's open the app. We'll do it that way, and then I'll figure out where the icon went later.
When you don't have what you're used to looking at, you feel like you're flying blind.
Thank you. This is my very springy blouse. It is my favorite this time of year.
You can't see mine from my sweater. It was
There's a story behind this pig.
There. Oh, Mallory and I just have this thing with technology sometimes. So all of a sudden on Tuesday night on my live, she goes, "So, what about that pig I claimed?" And I went, I'll check on that.
Oh, no.
It has apparently it has absconded or stowed away in someone else's package, but I'm working on where it went and all the things. So
hi,
working on it.
Hi, Laura. Oh, thank you, Mallory.
See,
the pig walked off.
Right? That's what they usually do, grow legs and walk. So I want that. What color are you today? Is it teal or more blue, turquoisey?
This is blue.
Blue.
It's my blue.
I need a streak, like right here, of teal. It's getting grayer. I just don't want to, I really don't want to bleach it to put color in. So it'll get gray eventually.
I often say I wish it would all go white because my sides are white. But this wax, this temporary wax that I use actually shows up on my very dark hair.
Yeah.
So I've been pretty happy with it.
Everybody in mine.
It just ruins my pillows and my towels.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I know, Margaret. Me and Mallory. I just, I block her. I lost her pig. We'll figure it out, though. I know Mallory's very forgiving.
Well, hello, everyone. I am so glad you are all here. So we've got 15 items each tonight. And if you don't know my rules, I'll go over them real quick, but they're in depth in my description. So I do need your information today. So I need your YouTube name, your real name if it's different, your shipping address, and your PayPal email. And I will invoice. I always invoice Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So by Sunday night at midnight, if you've not gotten your invoice, then maybe I didn't get your info, because my email is Claudia K, and K is spelled C-A-Y-E. So I know I've had some people have it bounce back to them, but claudiakvintage@gmail.com. And then you have 48 hours after I invoice to pay. If you pay it before I head to the post office on Monday, it ships out Monday. Hi, Geneva.
Geneva, I just got a box back from you on my front porch when I got home this afternoon. Not from you, for you, that came back to my house. So I sent her a quick text too to double check something. So, you know, it's like you're on a roll, you know, there's always something, and then there's 3 of them all of a sudden.
Yeah, last week my Bubble Boy order got here 2 days late.
Ooh.
So it was supposed to be here Thursday. It didn't come until midday Saturday. So then I'm already a day behind on my shipping. And then Sunday night, I had 4 boxes left to pack. I would have been done by midnight, except I ran out of packing paper. Everything's closed on Sunday night.
That's what I did this afternoon. My one errand, I went and got a whole nother bag of peanuts so I'd be ready for the weekend.
Yep. So then on Monday, I'm finishing up the last of the boxes that I hadn't been able to pack the night before. And because I ran out, my dad went with me and I got packing paper. And then PayPal glitched and it wouldn't let me send any invoices on Monday. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
There's always something.
And some weeks just go off without a hitch. And then other weeks it is everything is wrong. So that was my week last week. But everything should go smoothly with invoicing this weekend. I say that, but let's hope.
Knock on wood.
I'm not jinxing myself. Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
All right, Becky, I am going. And if you don't know me, I ship from Ohio. And Becky, I'm going to let you introduce yourself and talk about your channel. Hi, Michelle.
I am Becky of Vintage Viking Treasures. I ship out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, basically right smack in the middle of the state. And I've been doing reselling pretty much my whole life. That's how I grew up, with my parents, my grandparents, and all that stuff. So the last couple of years, we've really been focusing on glass. But we've also had, I say we, Mom and I have had vendor tables at our local antique vendor mall for probably the last 15 years or so. So all sorts of different things go out through that. So I tend to have a great variety of stuff and, you know, try and find homes and rescue things. So sometimes you just can't leave something behind because you know it's good, but you don't know where it's going until a little ways down the road. So, and I am this week, since I'm in the middle of, I have five lives this week. I'm almost finished invoicing from Monday and Tuesday. I did those together. And then today's and tomorrow's with you, and tomorrow I have a pop-up with my mom. I'm going to invoice those together. And then if there's any crossover between those, I will try and save shipping and just calculate accordingly on my next invoice that's coming up here on Thursday and Friday. I'll just add it and I'll do all the things and all the math so it can all go in the same package together and save money.
Oh, Sheila, I wish you lived closer to us too. I reuse all my packing materials as long as they're still have their integrity. Once they start to break down, then
there's several boxes I get from our local people, and I'm like, nope, can't ship from that one again. But it's full of bubble wrap or peanuts or something when they're delivering it to me, so I use all that stuff, and then the rest goes in the recycle. Barbie's, Minnesota. That's where I was born.
All right. So as long as you guys don't have any questions, I think we will get started. We're going to do 2 each, even though we have 15 items. So the last round we'll have 1 each. But we change the layout. I will let my guest go
I forgot
first.
to even ask, or if I did read, are we doing offer ups or straight claim or?
I had said set prices that you could have like up to 3 offer ups. But what I do is I didn't say this, but if the chat wants a better chance of winning an item, then I turn any item that they want into an offer up.
Okay. Yeah, that's all right. Now I remember all the rules. Everybody does a smidge different and it works.
I know. We all do a little bit different.
Like when we were, I used to coupon back in the day. I'm like, as long as I know the rules for today, I'm good. So, I have been, oh yes, that's a good question. Do you allow just in cases?
No.
Okay.
Do not.
Sorry, I'm reading a comment. It's a black rooster, but it is ceramic. It is not glass. Mallory. So, okay.
I tell you what, people have much better eyes than I do. I never see that stuff.
I'm trying to like get it all kind of nice and neat. And over here is a nice display of fun stuff that I'm, keeping for a while before I let loose of it. But other stuff on this side is usually things that are rotating in and out, so I can not have them on the floor.
In and out. But I got my vases right there, my pretty vases.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a window.
Move them in here because my cat wanted to break them. They have been in my bedroom.
Oh, yeah. We've long since had the pets, so all my kids are gone, and my youngest is 21, so there's nobody running around in here anymore, so I don't have to worry about it.
My youngest is 20, and all my kids are gone too. Hi, Jeannie.
Yep. Hi, Jeannie.
And Sheila, if I didn't say hi to you, hello. And hello, Christy. I don't know if I said hi to everybody or not, but hello. Thank you for being here.
Okay. I know. I feel like I'm missing someone and I'm watching a ping pong match. Are we ready? You ready?
Mallory, who's your mom?
Oh.
Because her mom watches all my sales.
Oh, interesting. Does she comment? That's a good question. Because sometimes I watched like for a whole year of YouTube people selling, and I didn't.
Yep. I watched for months before I even said hello. I was like, what am I watching? Am I allowed to talk? What is happening?
It took me a while. Sue. Yep, to just see how it all worked and get my mind all wrapped around it. So, all right, well, I'm going to start with something from that's really close to you. I got these at Mosser. These are their pumpkins that they hand blow and make out of Cambridge, Ohio. I have 2 colors left from when I was there last summer. This one is an all amber with an iridized finish. I have 2 of these available. And then I have the all white.
Ooh, the all white is stunning.
I love them. And each one of them has a little bit different curly Q on the stem. They are a straight price of $40. And
I've watched those being made online.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. This is where the bottom of the mold was, where it was put in the mold, and then they blew it out, and then right here is where they snip it off, and then they've applied the stem to cover that pontil mark, so it looks nice and finished. So either one, if you're interested in an amber, you can put amber, or if you're interested in a white, you can put in white. They're $40 a piece. They are brand new glass, and I'm assuming that they'll be I'm hoping for some new color combinations coming out for this fall.
Yeah, I love when they make the curly Q at the end.
I know. They've been really creative. I like that they're able to use a little bit of their own flair when they finish them that way. So, are we doing one? We're doing 2, right? Those were choice. See, and I'm like, wait, what am I doing? What's next?
I'm pretty relaxed over here. You're fine.
Okay. I have a single. I pulled a couple of my single shakers and stuff down. Obviously, he's Pepper, but he's got pretty good paint and everything still on him. There's his shaker holes. And since he's a single, I'll do him at $5. He is made in Japan. Let's turn him around the right way so we can read that. Nope, I had it right the first time. There it is. But he is missing a stopper as well. But he'd make a nice display. Oh, I might have a ruler that would tell us. Oh, I see Sue for one of the ambers. Thank you so much. Puppy is shaker's 3 inches tall and about 1 inch, 1.5 inches on each side. Oh, look at him. That's his tail. And we'll claim. Do you mind if I do claim words, or did I?
Oh, no, you can do claim words.
I've totally missed all the instructions because today was a crazy day.
I know. When you've got as many sales as you've got this week and I've got next week, it gets crazy. No, claim words are absolutely fine.
Claim him with Pepper. And those are my 2.
Mallory, my mom barely ever comments either. She says hi at the beginning and then she just lurks the rest of the time too. So I love that your mom does that. So you make sure that, I love her right back. She doesn't have to talk. Okay. My first piece is Francoma. And this is the first time I've ever found a piece with the sticker on it. Didn't even know Francoma put stickers on them. So it's got a little gold foil sticker. And it's original creation by Francoma. And then, of course, it's got Francoma on the bottom. This is the little dogwood dish. And I saw it listed as a soap dish. It's kind of a big soap dish. So I don't know. I think it would make a perfect keys and change dish. So at its
so versatile.
Yeah, it's 6 1/4. I love Francoma. They just don't make things in the colors that match my house.
Yeah, they did a lot of those earth tones out of the 70s, 80s.
So 5 1/4 by 6 1/4. Just a sweet little dish. No chips, no cracks. This was glazed skip there on the bottom. That is not a chip. And it is going to be $8, number 7. Hello, Auntie Christy. Hi, Steph. If I miss you guys coming in, I am sorry I missed you, but welcome. Thank you for being here. And I see Laura first for that one. And mods, if I miss something, you can holler at me. But other than that, you don't have to do much work tonight. We're going to keep it easy on you. My second item is a Japan mug made in Japan with the coaster/lid. So you could keep your tea warm. You could use it as a coaster. It is nice and clean inside. And it has Japan and a little circle on the bottom, which I hadn't seen before. Nothing on the back, but just pretty spring flowers.
A nice color combination.
Yes. And here is the coaster/lid. The flowers there too. And it matches my shirt.
You're so coordinated.
Hello, Lynn. Welcome. And for the Japan mug with coaster lid, it is $9, number 3. Oh, yeah, you can. Put your tea bag in there.
Oh, there you go.
That was $9, number 3.
Things.
And that is my 2.
It's very versatile. Sorry, I was looking for one thing quick and I didn't see earlier. I have a milk glass Fenton rose bowl. It is just about 3.5 inches tall, about 4 inches wide. Has all the ruffle has been pushed in, and that's how we know they call it a rose bowl, because if they push the ruffle, if the ruffle goes out, they call it a vase. And it is pre-logo, so there's nothing on the bottom of it. But it is the newer milk glass because it does not fire. It does not have that ring of fire. So it should be the late 60s, somewhere in there in terms of the date that it was made.
Hi, Helen, and thank you, Laura.
And it's going to be $15. And we can claim with Rose. I feel like I'm going super uber fast.
I have that one in the, is it Burmese? That's the pink and the yellow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I have that one in my glowy glass.
Let's see. And I have something totally different. It's a really little mini oil can that someone hand painted. Looks like we have a name on it. Looks like Marilyn. She painted it in 1982. Just got some nice yellow florals with, it's actually pretty well done little painting since it's just tiny. It's approximately 2 inches across and the spout goes up to about 5 inches tall. This will be $7. And I've never seen anyone this little before. I'm assuming it was probably from, say, like a sewing machine oil can or something,
yeah.
because it's just so tiny. And we can claim this one with oil.
Yay, Lynn, that's so exciting.
And there's my 2.
And did you get
I see
Tracy for
Tracy TNT? Oh, she can't. Oh, look at them all coming in.
And I see Tracy first on that.
Okay.
For oil.
Got you. Thank you so much.
All right. So my next item is interesting. And I'm not sure if anybody would be interested in it, even though it's interesting because it's very specific. So it is a Fenton bell from 2000 for a local street fair that we have here. So it's the Loudonville Free Street Fair from 2000. Still has its Fenton sticker. And then it's got this nice graphic on the front, which my ring light's going to blow out.
That's great.
Harvest
with the Ferris wheel.
Loudonville Free Street Fair. And it's etched in there. It's not painted on. It's etched in there. So no chips, no cracks. It is slightly amberina because I'm pretty sure,
their ruby had a hard time. Their ruby never held red all the way through.
Yeah, so it's got a nice amount of glow to it. But it is very specific because it is for an Ohio Free Street Fair. Close enough to me I could drive over there in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So I don't know if anybody collects Fenton bells, but it's $10, number 13. $10, number 13. And it really is a beauty. My mom had a bell collection and my nieces added bells to it without telling my mom. So a couple months later, she's like, wow, I've got too many bells. And she started getting rid of bells.
Where did this come from?
Oh, too funny. And my next item is a couple of king line cafeteria trays in this really lovely confetti.
Oh, those are
pattern.
fun.
I have these in the pastels that match my kitchen, of course, but this does not match my kitchen, but they are so fun. No chips, no cracks. They've not been whacked around too much. They're in really good condition, actually.
Are they marked?
Yes, they're marked king line.
Okay. Right. I'm surprised how many companies made those.
Right here. Oh, yeah. They remind me of the Texas Ware end of day bowls.
Yep.
Because my grandmother had one that's very close to this in color, but it's not this. It's got more blue. And I have it now. And that's what started my 1950s kitchen collection.
Yeah.
But I found some in the pastels this past summer for my kitchen. But
That's
these are
right.
nice to carry.
School lunch trays.
Nice to
Geneva
carry things
said.
to the living room if you are eating in front of the TV. It is awesome for your picky toddlers. You make them a little charcuterie board, and then they get to pick their food. These are
It's
great for
also
that.
great for those picky eaters that don't want their food to touch, like my daughter and my brother.
My sister, I've got a sister like that, does
We
not
gave
want
them.
her food to ever
Mhm.
touch.
We gave them as joke presents to them for Christmas one year, but they love them. So.
Yeah, my sister would probably be, that's awesome. I'm only eating off of that from now on.
Mm-hmm.
So for the pair, it is $10, number 10.
That's a good
$10,
price.
number 10. And that is my two.
My brother usually only puts one food on his plate at a time, so then he doesn't have that problem. So
Now, see, I'm the opposite. I will stick the green beans on top of the mashed potatoes, put some turkey on top of that, and then pour gravy over the whole thing and make sure I get a little bit of everything in each bite.
yeah, I'm fine if they're next to each other. That's fine. Then there's my husband's family, and they do like a pinto bean mashup. Drives me crazy. They put everything on and then they mash it all together and then eat it like a stew or a casserole. And I'm like, no, I prefer my things to be a little bit more separated.
Nope. Everything. I want all the flavors in one bite.
Well, I have this little, I don't know if it's a tumbler, if it's a short vase. I'm not sure what they intended it to be exactly, but it is a gorgeous blue art glass. It's got these dimples. They're kind of like a hob, but they are totally like a spherical. And it is nice. And well, on the inside, it's not smooth. You can feel where the indents on each one of those circles are. It's got a pontil on the bottom. The blue stickers are just to note that it's my glass because I have too many people's stuff here to remember whose is whose all the time. And there's no mark on the bottom as to who made it. It is 4.5 inches tall and just about 3.25 across in diameter. It's a great blue color. It will be $12. And see, now I'm going on the fly. Let's claim with glass. Lisa, that helps. Instead of doing numbers, I kind of feel that the words help me at least remember because I'm like, I don't remember what number 42 was when I go back and look at it to find things. So I appreciate you letting me use words.
I have it all written down or I don't remember either. I have lists on lists on lists all over this house.
Right. Oh, I see Tracy again. Thank you very much.
And if Tracy's new to you, she is a good buyer.
I have seen her in chats. I just don't think she's purchased from me before. And I'm pretty sure that somebody said something earlier about, they emailed me before, but I'll double check my email at the end because it's all on my phone and that's what I'm streaming with. So I can't get to it right now, but sounds good to me. So my next item is one of the Avon owls. They're those glass bottoms and then the plastic lids. He's got great rhinestone eyes and he is still full of powder. I was trying to remember. He does not have a sticker that tells us what fragrance or anything he is, but he is definitely one of the Avon owls.
We are going to be talking about Avon on our Glass with Class on Monday.
Yep. It smells like grandma powder.
Ugh.
How come Avon all smells the same to me?
I think over time, it just like the smells all broke down in their basic components and they all smell the same and they all smell bad. I always say, don't smell the things.
But I had to just to make sure it still smells. But it's a great display piece, especially if I would be great for even in Halloween or fall. He's 4 inches tall and about 2 inches across at his widest point. So we're going to price him at $8. And I mean, look at his eyes. What I like about some of the Avon stuff is that the embellishments that they put on it, they don't always stay, like the glue eventually lets go if they've been washed and stuff a lot. But he is in really great condition. So
I
we
just
can,
sold the cat with the rhinestone eyes.
ooh, we can claim this guy with powder. What are we talking about now?
She can smell it. Put the lid back on.
No joke. I can still smell it, and
I always say that smell gets stuck in your nose, and you will still be smelling it when you go to sleep tonight.
But I have to say, it just smells like my grandma. My grandma King always had something Avon or fragrant like that. So those are my two. Yep.
Hi, Angela. And hello, Chris. Okay. My next item is the teeny tiny little Queen Mother plate. This image was issued on a lot of different things. Small plates, big plates, teacups, on her 100th birthday. So in 2000, she turned 100. She died less than 2 years later. So on the back,
okay,
it says Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, 1900 to 2000. These were issued for her 100th birthday to celebrate 100 glorious years.
Doesn't she look like her mother now, though? Goodness.
Oh, yeah. It is itty bitty. Just a little. And it's so weird the things you come across. I'm like, that's a very British thing to be finding here in the US. 3 inches. So it's a little tiny 3-inch plate, but I know that there are collectors of royal family items, so I picked it up because it was adorable. $6, number 15. $6, number 15, and you too can own the Queen Mother on a tiny little plate. And if you're just coming in, hello, hello. Hello, Midge. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Birkenstock girl. I just like to say Birkenstock girl.
No, that's what's so funny is I have a cousin and her name on Instagram is not Birkenstock, but it's Sock Girl because she knits a lot. And I looked at, I think it was a double take when I looked at that name.
Oh, thank you, Angela, for coming in and giving me a thumbs up. And if you haven't thumbs up, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to me or Becky, you are on my channel, so it makes it easy to subscribe. And Becky's link is in the description box below, as are all of my guidelines for buying from my channel. It is all there. You can go back and look at it anytime. Also, Becky's email is in the chat in the description box, and so is her Instagram link. All right, my next piece is a little piece of restaurant wear. This is Rego restaurant wear. I'm thinking it was a little lemon dish, but I love the feel of this restaurant wear. So silky. Nice piece of stoneware. It's got a great feel. And I don't know, it's just nice. It's just really, really nice. So it says on the back, Rego. It is vintage. And it is only 4.5 inches across. So just a itty bitty. But I think for like a man's dresser, just to dump his change in at the end of the night, it would be really nice. It's just super nice. Or if you're dieting, like that's the perfect tiny amount if you're dieting for your snack in the evening.
Or your sauce too for dipping.
Yeah. Yep. It's just got such a nice feel. Hi, Mike. All right. It is $6, number 2. Just $6, number 2 for the restaurant wear lemon dish. That's my 2.
Right. My first one is a ceramic mug. It says I may read it the right way. Oh, it's across. So it says you asked for half a cup of coffee, and it's literally half of a mug marked with an Arizona motif. I assume it was some sort of a souvenir. It doesn't have any marking for manufacturer on the bottom, but a lot of these things were made like Japan, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and then they could just order the name of the place that they wanted to put on it as a souvenir. So it's in really good condition. It's got a couple spots where the glaze is just a little bit thin, like right here, but it's still there. It's just not covered in as dark of a brown. So for the Arizona mug, it will be $6. Well, excuse me, the half of an Arizona mug.
I love that. That makes
I
me
thought that was
chuckle.
clever. It's a joke my dad would have appreciated.
Yeah, it's definitely a dad joke.
Mm-hmm. And we can claim that with mug.
And Laura, I got you for the restaurantware dish. And thank you, Mike. And Amelia would like the Avon owl.
Okay, I got you, Miss Midge. Find it back. I will not open it again, but I will I'll put your name on it. Thank you. And my sticker went flying, and I'll find it back. I believe I said $8 because I had it attached and I just flipped it off. So, all right. So I put that on there. Okay. I love it when your system that you do organize with just works against you. Okay, my second choice this round, or my second item this round will be a choice. I have these turtle soap dishes. There's a little bit of a concave area where the shell design is. These are a tealy, but mostly like a smoky blue kind of color. They're made by
pretty.
Yeah, they're fun. They're made by Wilkerson Glass in West Virginia. I have 3 available. I have 2 in this blue color, and I have 1 in this like Kelly green color.
Fun.
And I'm going to see if I can get it to show for you. I had Jeff change the lights, battery in my light, and it's not Ooh, it worked that time. Can you see the green on him?
I love it. Yes.
So the blue glows the green, and it's got some, you can see some of like the swirl, like it's even got some slag kind of to it. And these are going to be $18.
Hi, Michelle.
The 2 blue ones. And here is the green one. The green one has an orangey pink glow to it.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, but he is quite a bit brighter. I think it's because his glass color is not as thick and dark, so it shows up better. So there's 2 blue available. We'll just claim with blue, and 1 green available. We can claim with green. And again, they are $18. They are a new glass produced out of West Virginia by the Wilkerson Glass Company. And that should, yeah, that's my 2.
Geneva for a blue.
Okay.
Michelle, I popped in too. I didn't say anything because I didn't have time to stay, but I did pop in and give you a thumbs up earlier today. I was there. I was just lurking. Okay, my next item. I've shown it before. After getting Becky's opinion, I've dropped the price a bit. But since the crack does not go all the way through, it should ship just fine. So it is this gorgeous, gorgeous hand-painted silver crest little dish with this beautiful ruffle. Here is the tag on the back. It says Charlton. And then let me see where the crack went. Oh, now I've lost it. Okay, right here. So right here on what?
Sorry, I thought I wasn't. It's that lag. I apologize for. Did you get all your questions answered about how that is between Fenton and Charlton and everything?
No, I did not. But here is the little crack right here. But it does not go all the way through. So it will not, deter from displaying it at all. It is gorgeous. So you want to tell me about why it's marked Charlton?
Well, so my understanding is that a lot of, so Charlton was a separate company and they would buy blanks from lots of different glass companies such as Consolidated and Fenton and a few other ones. And then they had their own set of painters and they would put their style of painting on the blanks. And then they would mark them themselves as Charlton. There's a lot of people that collect Charlton, but some of them here, like we have one in Colorado, she only collects Charlton on Fenton. And then, in Cambridge, they have done some Cambridge blanks too. So
that is so cool. Yeah. It says
Christina.
Charlton hand decorated, and then it has a 4422. So I wonder if that was like the number of the person that painted it.
Yeah, that or like their item number, one of the two, a painter number, an item number, a style number of the coloring. It's nice with the purple.
Oh, yeah. It's so pretty. I love it. Hi, Christina. All right, so it is going to be $15, number 18. $15, number 18. And I had picked this up at that antique store where I did the big haul from. So you may have seen it in that video if you watched that video. And then my next item is a piece of weeping gold. It is a little trinket dish. Now they made one very similar to this that had a lid that was a candy dish, but this would have all been the weeping gold on the outside. So this is not missing its lid. It is in fact a trinket dish made like this. Here is the marking on the back. And it says hand decorated 22 karat gold USA Weeping Bright Gold, which is a different company from the one that I have that was made here in Ohio. And the gold, the colors are a little bit different too. The one made here in Ohio is a much brighter gold than this one. But little weeping gold dish. And it is going to be $8, number 1. $8, number 1. Christina, stop being mean to Mike. And that is my 2.
Christina can't be mean to anyone, can she?
Well, Mike told on her, so.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have a little toothpick. It is the button and arches, I believe is the name of the pattern. The nice clear crystal glass.
That is gorgeous.
It's a pressed glass, but a whole bunch of people made this design. So originally it was probably EAPG, Early American Pressed Glass, if you've heard of that acronym. It's just a little over 2 inches tall and almost 2 inches across. So this will be $10. And we can claim with toothpick. So I don't know who made this one because, again, this is one of those, EAPG was late 1800s into the early 1900s, and then those companies sold their molds to other companies. Fenton has made things in this pattern, but probably not this specific piece because they didn't make it in, I don't think they made it in clear. And they would have signed it because of when they were making it. But again, I don't know exactly who made it.
When we covered EAPG glass, we learned that there were 3,000 patterns, although only about 1,000 were commonly made during that time period.
Yeah. And then as the companies went out of business and they sold their molds, they all went all over the place. And some companies even shared their molds. So all those things. So I have one that I'm bringing back from an earlier sale this week because it has a little boo-boo on it. and I talked to the person who had claimed it earlier, and she decided to pass. So I decided I'd just offer it back up again at a little bit lower price. So right here, you can see that right there is a crack. It's not, I thought at first when I was looking at it that it was a mold mark, that there's 1, 2, 3, but then I started looking closer and went, nope, that has a little crack in it. But again, it is a great display piece, especially since it lights up like crazy under black light. And with the handle on the candlestick, it's a really interesting, an interesting piece. But you can still see right here the curve of that crack. So if you turn it this way, it's not noticeable.
I've never seen one with the handle on it before.
Yeah, so those are like the, like the little, the nursery rhyme where he takes his candlestick and goes, I can't ever start that one right.
Jack be nimble,
Wee
Jack
Willie
be quick.
Winky runs through the
Wee
town,
Willie Winky.
upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown. He's always pictured with a little candlestick holder like this.
Jack jumped over the candlestick.
There's that one too. So
I still have my original Mother Goose book from when I was a kid.
Oh, fun.
I loved the graphics in it.
I have no idea if I have anything like that packed away. It's about 3.5 inches tall and about 6 inches across the base.
Yes, Mallory.
That's right. But wouldn't that be great? I mean, you just need to like figure out how to do a light underneath it instead of a light like from it, and it would be wonderful for carrying around. So, hey, Edward, how are you tonight? So I would like to offer this one at $12 because it has that little bit of a flaw now, a little crack in it, and we can claim with candle. And that's my first one. Let me just write down what I said so I can help my memory later. And then my next one will be, I have this little set of shot glasses. They each have a different graphic on them. This one is a crowing rooster in red. This one is a camel in yellow. This one is doing a jig, a pig doing a jig in pink. And like a bucking donkey in the blue. I think they all have pretty good graphics. To me, the pink looks a little faded, but it's shiny on it, so it's not faded. It's just how light of a color they decided to use to print on with that. They each have a gold rim, and oh, looky there. They are federal. You can see the F in the shield on the base. So this set
you had, I'm going to interrupt for just a second.
Sure.
I don't know if you honor intent, because you had Chris put in 12 first, and then you had Laura put in candle, but she misspelled it. And then you had Chris put in candle. So I don't know what you want to do there.
Well, unless you want to, I mean, nobody said offer up, so I would say then intent with Chris should be where we should go, would be my guess. Okay. If everybody's fine with that, because they're going to have to speak up a little bit earlier. I think if they're asking for an offer, they would have put it in by then, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you,
and
Chris.
Becky is giving you guys keywords to put in, and I'm giving you numbers. So there may have been some confusion there for people that came in later.
Laura's got a thumbs up. So I think she's in agreement with us.
Thank you, ladies.
All right. Wonderful. Got Chris down for that one.
I love Federal Glass. I'm a huge Federal Glass
fan.
It's
they've done some really interesting graphics. So I didn't go look these up. So you could probably if you're a reseller and want to do it, I am probably going to be offering them below price because lots of times I just like to pass on good deals. So there's the 4. And what I was surprised at is they had all four, like a set of
Yeah,
four
that's amazing.
together when I got my random box home. So I am going to start. I'm going to offer these at $12, and the keyword will be shop. But I think they're cute. I don't like barware, but I love the graphics, and
I love barware,
I
but I'm
can't.
not a big drinker, and I don't have room for barware.
Yeah, there was at the antique mall, there was this little box, and it was all toothpicks and shot glasses and all different things. And I saw a couple that I knew I was interested in, and these were in there. And I went, well, at least there's a couple good ones in there. And by the time I got to sorting it out, all four of them were in there. So, all
Lori
right,
wants them.
all right, we got it.
And that was your two, right?
Those, yes, because I did the toothpick and the shot glasses. Thank you.
I picked up a thing like that the other day that had toothpicks and candle holders in it. And one of the toothpicks was a milk glass that has an amazing ring of fire around the top. And I was like,
Oh, nice.
oh, I only want to keep that for myself. Can't keep everything, though. Can't keep everything.
Okay. Well, sometimes I keep a few things just long enough to enjoy them for a little while, and then I pass them on.
I do that too. All right, my next item is milk
Thank you, Lori.
glass.
There
This
it
does
is.
not have the ring of fire. This is a nice big heavy piece.
Oh yeah, that's probably almost 2 pounds of glass, isn't it?
Probably. I think I weighed it last time I had it up for sale. I have this one in amber because I have a large amber glass collection. So I do not collect milk glass, but it is pretty awesome. There are no chips, no cracks. It's not been whacked. A lot of times one of these little teeth will be broken off, but this one is in very good condition. I picked it up at the flea market.
Those are pretty sturdy, considering.
Yes. And it is going to be $12, number 6. $12, number 6. But it is a hefty piece, so think about that with shipping.
Yeah. One of the years that we went to the National Fenton Glass Society convention, they had those as centerpieces at our banquet dinner. And then one person at each table won it as a door prize and got to take home the centerpiece. They had them in all different colors.
All right, I see Tracy first on that one. Thank you very much, Tracy. My next one is a Mother's Day vase because Mother's Day is a month away. Less than a month away. So, to Mother with love. It's got this beautiful flower. It is a little one. So, it is 4 1/4 inches tall, but it is this shape. So this lovely oval shape, nothing on the back, but this was made in Minnesota.
Oh, nice.
Made in the USA. Don't find that very often. So it just says Timeless Gift Makers, Golden Valley, Minnesota, USA. You can tell my age by how far away I have to hold the item to read it.
I got my contacts redone, so I didn't have to wear cheaters all the time again.
Well, I found that my graduated lenses do me no good when I'm looking up at tiny words because I need them up here, not down here. But I don't think my eye doctor's going to do that for me. He's going to be like, "You do what?" I'm like, I'm on YouTube all day.
I know, right? Yeah.
So for this little vase in really good condition, very clean inside, no damage to it, it is only $8, number 9. $8, number 9. And that is my 2. I know there's quite a few of you from Minnesota in here.
I was gonna say, yeah, we got some more Minnesotans in the house. Lori's from Minnesota too, huh? Or I should say. I have a Fenton piece. This is their Peking blue color. It is a bonbon. It's a double-handled bonbon dish, and they pushed it out almost. Well, it's just up on two sides, so kind of like a banana boat kind of shape, but almost pushed out flat. So lots of times these molds would come, it's probably in a bowl shape originally, and then they would manipulate them to be different ruffles and shapes and to get a little different variety out of them. This has the, I'm going to say it wrong, the lotus, I think, the lotus flower pattern on it. And it's like an emboss pattern.
So pretty.
To the glass. It does not glow because that's not an ear of what they had that chemical in. And on the back side, it is a paneled and very shiny. The front is shiny too in terms of how it's finished, but it has that embossed pattern on it, so it's not nearly as glossy as the back is. Again, that's just my color sticker of the time when I put it on there. And it is pre-logo because there is nothing on the base. It measures, let's see, 8.5 inches from handle to handle, 7 across the other direction, and it's just about 2.5 inches tall. So 8.5 this way, 7 this way, and 2.5 inches tall. Oh, well, the notifications are killing me today. I'm like, seriously? This will be $15. And if there's, that's right, you betcha. We will claim with Lotus.
You know what's funny is I did not like Fenton glass in the 90s. And I cannot tell you how much of it I passed up when I would be thrifting.
Well, I worked at Hallmark in the 90s, and I was like, oh, great, more, it was like just gift. It was like more like a giftware line to me then because I was in college. They're like, oh, just more, crap to sell to people for their birthdays, And I think I bought one piece in the 90s myself. And I don't think my mom was collecting Fenton at the time. So it's really kind of come full circle for that for me.
Yeah. Because I have such a love and appreciation for Fenton now. But in the 90s, I was only collecting depression glass. That was all I was collecting back then.
That's where my mom and my great aunt and uncle, my grandmother, and my mom all did depression glass shows all through the 70s, 80s, into the 90s. So, I see Geneva on that one. And I will put your name on it because I'm holding something else. So my next item is I have 4, a quantity of, and I just thought I would show them in a bowl to kind of give you an idea of how they could be displayed. And you could put them in with some other ornaments or eggs or anything like that. They are either a lightning rod ball, but I don't think so because they were painted, or they were lightning rod balls and somebody painted them after the fact, or they're like the middle of a bulb for the old lamps, like some of the lamp parts.
Yeah.
But they're all this white. I have all the white milk glass, and they have this blue floral pattern painted on them.
Boy Scout from the old curiosity shop would know.
Yeah, at first I thought
know exactly.
At first I thought they were lightning rod balls, but the one I have is bigger and much more of a symmetrical sphere. So that's why I'm leaning to that this might have been some leftover lamp parts that somebody had. So, but I thought they'd be really fun with all the blue and white that everybody likes right now, especially in the china and the dishes. They'd make a fantastic centerpiece with some other things coordinating. So I have 4 available, and they are $8 each. So we can claim with, so if you want more than one, put in the number of how many you want and the claim word, and the claim word will be lamp. So that is my second choice.
Yes, Edward, they do.
And I'm not seeing any signatures on them. So I'm guessing they were mass produced when they were done. And there's a little bit of a spray paint, like a not spray paint, airbrush look to the edges of them.
Okay. Can you guys hear my cat? He's pitching a fit.
I can't.
All right, you got Amelia for lamp. How many did you want, Amelia? He is just out there pitching. He can't come in here right now because I've got way too much. Since we started doing a glass sale every Monday, I've got way too much glass, and he's got spring fever, so he's destructive. Where he wasn't destructive up until this last month, it's been a little destructive. He's like, "You're done selling, Mom. It's been an hour."
Right.
All right, I have a piece of unpainted silver crust. Just a little. Would this just be a compote, or was there a name for this little dish?
Depending on is it if you hold it back a little further. I'm guessing that's like the sherbet size because they did make dishes in some of those.
Yes, that.
And I see Midge for 2. Thank you, Midge.
It is 4 inches tall, but it is 5 inches across. So this is another one of the pieces that I had picked up at that antique store. It is not marked Fenton on the bottom.
Does it have any ring of fire on it?
No, no ring of fire. And there is, when it was manufactured, that's not a crack, but there is a mark right there during manufacture. So I did want to point that out. But super pretty little dish. And it is going to be $9, number 16. $9, number 16. And then my second item. Hashtag bring back the clear glass. Everybody needs a clear tray. Now, I don't know that this would have been a dresser tray because a lot of times those are divided with one big spot and then 2 smaller spots. If you saw my makeup video, then you know that I use these for to hold my makeup because I have ADHD, and if I put it away, it no longer exists for me. So it looks really pretty on all of my clear glass. I see all of my colors, and I don't forget that I own makeup. It is this size. And I don't think that it was because some of these were made to hold like the sugar and the creamer.
I think I know what pattern that is. When you hold it up again, I'll look at it again.
It is 9 3/4 inches from handle to handle, but the actual 8.5 inches if you don't count the handles, and then 5 inches across. It does feel sharp and dry. So it could be EAPG glass.
I think it's Wexford.
Can you see? I love it. It's got this little.
Is it kind of heavy?
Yeah.
Is it a good heft to it? I think it's Wexford is the name of the pattern.
But I had not seen this crimp on the edge before because usually it's like sawtooth or ruffled. But yeah, it's got this nice little crimp. And it's in perfect condition.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is EAPG, it makes it over 100 years old, and it's fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah. So
for the tray, yes, clear glass goes with everything, Edward.
Very utilitarian.
$10, number 5. And there's so much you can do with them. So much it will hold. And that was my 2. Had to make sure. And Tracy, I see you for number 16. Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, I know what I was gonna. I'm looking back there. Look, I knew I was gonna get something, and there it is. Because I knew what it was. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay. This is one of those divided relish style glass trays that comes in the metal carrier. So the carrier has the little stoppers on the bottom there to hold it, so that's where it doesn't fall through. And it's got a nice little handle to it. These I think were pretty common in terms of they made a lot of them. Yellows, pinks, greens, clear. So what I don't know, because is what, if they were divided for same thing, for relish dishes or for anything else you wanted to use them for. But this one is that light yellow color, fits really nice and snug in its holder. There's the pattern on the side. And let's see if we can get it to go. It glows a very light green color from that yellow. It's not as bright as like the green, but it does glow. And that's right. You can sort all your jelly bean colors in this one. Be perfect for that. So your black jelly beans don't touch any of the other colors. The licorice ones. So this could be an offer up. I would start it at $12 because I think there's the only one other thing that I was thinking for an offer up. So this one would be the other one. And I'm thinking this is a stainless because it doesn't have any oxidation to it. And I have not shined it up. Bright. So it's it's nice and shiny. And if it were a silver plate, it would definitely have some tarnish to it. I was just looking to see if there was any marks on it. And I don't see anything on it or any maker mark for it. This is a smaller size one. I know I've seen them in the bigger ones. This is, my ruler is upside down, really hard to measure that way. It is about 5 1/4 across on the base, and the handle sticks out just a little bit, so it's almost 5 3/4 with the handle, just a little bit 1/2 inch. It's super snug, like I have to even push it down in to make sure that it all sits level in the tray. And it is 3 1/2 inches tall.
Tracy can hear my cat.
That's funny. She must have her volume up higher than me. So let's see. I said starting at 12, right?
12. I'm going to type that in.
That's all right. Apparently my memory is really is slow loading this evening. And I was surprised that this one glowed under blacklight. I just assumed it didn't because it was such a pale yellow. It surprised me when I got out the blacklight and you could see that green in there. Oh, now I hear a few mews.
That's because I opened the door. No, be quiet.
Okay. So I'll give a little bit for the lag on that.
He's a quarantine kitty, so he's used to being with me at all moments of the day.
Right, Mike? Well, it's kind of hard to kitty proof all the time, isn't it?
And these two, because they're brother and sister, are really good about not breaking stuff. They've only broken, I think, 2 things in the whole last year. But their brother, who lives with my daughter's ex-boyfriend now, he was naughty. He would break things and he would knock things down just to get attention.
Well, it's good that they're not that mischievous together.
Yes.
So, all right, we will go on to the next one. And if anybody is interested, then you can just put basket in, since there's no interest in doing, what's the word? Anybody competing on the offer. Yep. So my second item is this little ceramic sugar bowl. It looks like a carriage.
It does. Cinderella.
It's got really good painting all the way around. A little bit of wear on the gold on each of the corners. But other than that, I'm sure that's just because that's where somebody handled it a lot and picked it up. And right here on the top, it's missing a little bit of gold. But it's a nice pale yellow color, and it is, I'm going to put the lid down because I'm really good at dropping lids. It was made in Germany. It has
love that.
What, 27060, something like that, and then another mark that is, almost looks like a flower right now.
Yeah, I can see it.
So if someone else is more familiar with the ceramic marks than I am, you might know what that is. So this little sugar bowl is going to be $10. And we can claim with, what was I saying? It's not a chariot.
Carriage.
Carriage, that's the word. Let's claim it with carriage.
You
See
can
if you
make
can
all
spell
your
it.
princess dreams come true.
Right? Spell it as easily as I can remember it. So somebody asked me one, like, what if we can't spell the word you're claiming? I'm like, it's okay. As long as you're as close as possible, I'm fine with that.
It starts with a C and it's got an R and a G in there somewhere. You're
just
fine.
Yeah. Sounds good. So
and
those
that was
are
your
my
two,
two.
right? All right. Okay, so I have this salt and pepper shaker. Mary had a little lamb.
Oh.
And they don't say Japan. Instead, it's got a sticker that says Poinsettia Studios, California. Although sometimes these things were they were made in Japan and then sold from a studio. So I don't know if they were actually made in California at that studio, or if they were made in Japan and sold.
Maybe the same thing again. They sold them the blanks and they painted them in there at the studio.
Yep, could be. So
they're actually pretty cute.
I know. Look at the lamp.
Look at those eyes.
And their gold details are still pretty because that's all gold.
Nice details.
This is how my mom's dog Loki looks at me.
The side eye.
Yes, always. So there's the lamb, and the lamb is.
Oh, the wind is still gusting around here. I'm so tired of wind.
Yeah. It's just below 2 1/4 inches. And then this is Mary.
She's got a little attitude too, a little smirky face.
Oh, yeah. She does not look friendly at all.
No, she is not pleased with that lamb.
Of course, didn't they send her off to school? Isn't that? She wasn't happy about it.
Yep.
And she is 3 1/2 inches tall. So for the two of them,
oh, Barbie, I'm sure.
$6, number 4. $6 number. We have snow in the forecast again here in Ohio this week.
I'm waiting for it. I'm sure we'll have a snowstorm. Usually we have a snowstorm all the way up until Mother's Day sometime. You can't plant flowers around here until after Mother's Day because there still will be a frost and it just kills them. There's really no reason to.
Same thing. Frost warnings here until mid-May.
I see Tracy on that one.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy.
Chris, you have big winds too. Doesn't surprise me because it's blowing across the whole country. It's been blowing since, I don't know, last week, Tuesday here. Doesn't seem to stop this time.
And my next item is this little bud vase. It's very spring into summer with flowers and a butterfly. Made in Japan. Well, it's not going to focus, but a little made in Japan sticker on the bottom. Nothing on the back. I always like it better when I have things on the back too, so it's interesting from all points of view. just a teeny bit over 7 inches.
What is the background color on that?
It's white.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
it's
some of those ones kind of look like a stone or a speckled background sometimes, and I can't tell. And I look like I'm like giving you the, the look, trying to focus on it.
It's just white.
Okay.
And it is going to be $6, number 11.
Oh, and rain. Oh my goodness.
And that is mine too. We've been getting a lot of rain.
We have not, and the wind has been drying everything out. So where are we at number-wise? Just out of curiosity.
This should be your last item, but you can do 2 if you've got 2 in front of you.
Oh, we
one more.
could be here all day. I surround myself with inventory. It's not hard to find something else.
I know. So, I did a spring cleaning sale the other night. I haven't even counted up how many items I had. I had just grabbed everything. I was ready to move along, and it was a lot.
That's right, Tracy. I just smelled the Old Avon look. It's not that I'm displeased with Claudia. I'm just focusing and trying to see it really well.
She's just giving me dirty looks.
That's right. Well, that's apparently you're not the only one that thinks I give people dirty looks, and I'm just, it's that Norwegian.
I didn't even notice that you were concentrating. I didn't even see your face. So
and two, I feel like I've gotten more of that resting frowny face.
Oh yeah.
Especially after wearing a mask for so long, because
we wore
nobody saw it, or I'm like twisting my mouth up all the time underneath the mask. So I find myself like fidgeting with my mouth a lot now. And I'm like, oh, no, people can see that now. So anyway, I had this one the other night, but I thought I would bring it back. It didn't sell. It's the coolest graphic talcum powder.
It is.
And it's those lime green, hot pink, floral bouquet. And fortunately, this one has no scent. So, and it says Lori talcum, and it says soft and fragrant and absorbent by Rexall. 16 ounces. So it is full of product still. I would say there's a good amount of product left, because occasionally when I grab it, there's still a little puff of talcum coming out. And it was made in, see, now I have to get some cheaters out because it's itty bitty writing on the bottom. Los Angeles, California, and St. Louis, Missouri. Made in the USA. So that must be their 2 different where their shipping hubs were from. But
how fun.
Yeah.
That
and
color combination.
I thought it'd be great for spring or summer or anything really retro. It's about 8 inches tall and 4 inches across. And it does have a little embossing there. This is made in the USA. And it's an oval metal can with a metal lid, but then a plastic dispenser. And I believe that, yeah, so here's it. It's open. And the original label from the drugstore, it was $1.19. So I just love the graphics on it. Nice size. It is. I think I had it for $8 the other night. So we're just going to go with that, $8, and we can claim that with powder. It reminds me of all like some of the Barbie dolls or Midge or something like that.
I love the colors on that, and then the flowers on the side.
I did, Tracy. You'd see my face all gnarl up if it actually had a scent to it. No scent. And I have a very sensitive nose. Nothing. Not even like a baby powder smell to it.
Well, Michelle put in 8 and Lori put in powder.
Okay, well, I guess what we went with before, what we went with before was the intent.
Intent.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that from Skunky Junk Sean.
Mm-hmm. Since nobody yelled offer up before they put in anything, we'll go with intent, and we'll take Michelle at $8. Thank you so much.
And did you want to do one more, or did you want that to be your last?
I can do more. I mean, we could be here all night if you want me to do more, honestly, but I'll stick
You
with
can
my
do one.
15.
Okay.
I can do, or you want me to do a bonus? I'll find a bonus while you do yours. How's that?
Okay. Hi, Norma Jean. Well, thanks for hopping in. Okay, my last item is another piece of Fenton. This is a more modern piece.
Oh, I know what that one is.
And it's funny because I bought it just because the color, and I was just keeping stuff in it in my bedroom, and I had no idea it was Fenton.
Yep.
And then I cleaned it to sell it, and I'm like, what am I feeling? What is this? And then I was like, oh, it's Fenton.
Yep.
Now this one was used when I got it, which is why I was just tossing like jewelry in my bedroom. So it does have some wear in it. The price will reflect that it was used. It might have been used as a serving dish.
You know what the the pattern name is for that one?
No, I do not know.
It's called Beauty.
Really?
And that's the bowl, so it's affectionately called the Beauty Bowl. You know, some things are complicated and some things are not with Fenton.
It's a nice big size. I do think it was probably used as a serving dish, and it's heavy. So it is 8 3/4 inch. Well, yeah, in between 8 3/4 inches and 9 inches, not quite 9 inches across. It's just gorgeous, but I have decided to only have covered dishes in my bedroom now. So I am passing this stuff along.
I'm remembering that that's the part of like a console set, which means that there were matching candlestick holders that they originally put it out, at least in their collection. Because they usually would put out 6-8 pieces at a time in each pattern, or not pieces, different shapes in the pattern. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice one. I think that's one of those 80s colors, though.
Yeah. Well, now I've lost my... Ooh. Oh, there it is. I was like, where did I lose my number at? $9, number 17.
That's
Since
a
it
good
has
price.
utensil marks inside of it, I'm keeping the price low.
A great price.
$9, number 17. And that is my last item. I will let Becky do her last one. And then if anybody wants us to do a quick round, we can show things from the beginning. Oh my goodness.
You reminded me of your little lamb.
Yes, he does.
He's got a much more innocent look. You know, right? He's like, hey. But he's a little cat. And I know this is a certain maker in pottery, and I have no clue about it. He's 2.5 inches across and about 3.5 inches tall. But I know I've seen people with different, it's one of those things when I started watching YouTube at the beginning, they're like, oh, it's such and such pottery. And I'm like, okay. And then I never remembered it. But he's got really cute little details to his tail.
I love his face.
And then his hooves.
He makes me happy.
I know, he's got great eyelashes. And she's got a little smile face tucked underneath there. And it's a hollow ceramic, and it does not have a mark on it, but I know there's a maker and they make all sorts of critters. So he can be $8 and claim with CAF.
And Chris, because she got here late because she didn't get the notification, is asking for a recap.
Okay.
So if you want to recap stuff from the first half that didn't sell,
sure.
You got Maggie for the cow. Hi, Maggie.
Cow works good. Thank you, Maggie. Do you want to do a couple, and then while I'm writing this one down, and then I'll jump in?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So I had the Japan mug with the coaster lid tea holder, however you want to use it. And it was $9, number 3. And the Fenton bell from 2000 And it's the Loudonville Free Street Fair, which is local to me. It's not far from me here in Ohio. And it is Amberina. It glows all kinds of orange under a black light. And it does still have its sticker. That was $10, number 13. Gotta move some things.
So do we get demerits if we don't do it in the same order as before?
No. I'm just following mine since I have it written down. King Line, yes, you get demerits. King Line cafeteria trays in this gorgeous confetti pattern. For both, it was $10, number 10. And the tiny little Queen Mother plate. This was the one that was put out for her 100th birthday in 2000. And then she died less than 2 years later. So
that's
Her
really
Majesty,
cute.
Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. And that one was $6, number 15.
I see Cindy claiming number 10.
Thank you, Cindy. And Cindy, I've seen you in the chats, but I don't know if I have your info. I don't know if you've purchased from me before. And then I had the Charlton silver crested dish, ruffled dish, that has a crack on the bottom, but it's not all the way through. So it doesn't affect the beauty of it because it's in the back.
Displayability. We'll just make up words now.
That was $15, number 18.
Cindy said she'll send her info for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Cindy. And then the last one I'm going to show is the Weeping Gold dish. It's a little trinket dish. And it is 22 karat gold. And it was Weeping Bright Gold. And that was $8, number 1.
Perfect.
And if you watch on the recap and you want to know if something is still available, you can email either one of us and we will let you know if it's still available for sale.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Number 1. So I had Mosser pumpkins. They're hand blown and individually stemmed. They're $40. They're a new glass product out of Cambridge, Ohio. I have 3 white on white available and 1 amber with amber stem iridized finish available. Those were claimed with pumpkin in whichever color, so amber or white pumpkin. I have the half a cup of coffee from Arizona. Was $6 and we claimed with mug. The clear toothpick with arches and button pattern on the base was $8. Claim with toothpick. I have a Fenton white milk glass rose bowl pre-logo. So it should be somewhere in the late 50s to 60s-ish time period that it was produced. And it is $15. Claim with rose. Let me just make sure I have that one written down so I don't forget.
I thought the rose sold.
Did it? Did I pop it off and forget? Oh.
I thought somebody had typed in rose.
Well, do we need to double check? We can double check on that one. I just thought I had it. I don't have a note on it. They put little sticky notes on mine and they stick, but we should probably double check that one. Do you want me to just keep going while we do that?
Yeah, Tracy says she claimed it.
Okay. Huh. Well, you got it, Tracy. And because I write it down, stick it on it, and put it in my spreadsheet. I missed one totally. See, that memory's just not cooperating once again. I have a single pepper shaker, the puppy style. He's made in Japan. He was $5, claim with pepper.
And Tracy will also take the white pumpkin.
Okay.
And thank you,
Sounds
Chris. I
Yeah,
love Chris.
Thanks for speaking up on that one.
He's
Because
like, she knows you gotta make it so that my eyes will see it.
Right? Okay, I had sorry. My holder for my phone like bounces when I pull the cord on it accidentally. I have the yellow divided relish glass dish that glows a light green, $12 in the metal basket holder. The carriage sugar container, or it'd be a trinket box for anything you wanted to keep in it. It is
Maggie is asking, is it heavy? Are you talking about the metal relish dish?
Okay. The carriage is $10. Claiming with carriage. This one here, I'll tell you. I have my scale. It is probably over a pound, is my guess. Yep. 1 pound, 1 ounce, exactly. So it would have to go priority or ground. Too heavy to go first class.
Yeah, we get used to how much things weigh after we do this for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty good at
guessing. Just kind of like, oh, I know what that is. Okay, and the last two I had for my recap is the turtle, I almost said pumpkin again, turtle soap dish. So I have the green that glows, and I have one of the blue. The green glows an orangey pink color, and the blue has a glow with some green. They are $18 each. Claim with blue or green turtle. And my last item was I had 2 of these lamp bulb or parts, or fonts. And they are white with the blue painting floral on it, and they were $8 each, and I have 2 of those available.
You've got Barbie for the green turtle.
Okay. So I have Tracy back for this one that we missed somehow somewhere along the line, and I have her also down for a white pumpkin. Is that's what yes. I think I just missed. Wonderful. And that's my recap. And then let me know if you are interested in that divided dish, if that weight helps you out in making a decision.
All right. And you've got Cindy for the blue turtle.
All right. Yay. All the turtles have a home now.
I love those turtles. Those are fun.
I think we're going to go to his workshop this summer because it's in West Virginia. And because one of the gentlemen that's been buying that I get it from is going to be there. So I'm hoping to go to his workshop and see what else he has available. Oh, that'll be fun.
Can you tell Barbie the glassmaker of the turtle again? I know you mentioned it.
Wilkerson glass.
Wilkerson glass.
I have
That's
Barbie
a new one for me.
Cindy.
Oh, those were
Make
fun.
sure I have those right before I start talking again, because we know my memory is waning today.
All right, so let me tell you guys what I have got coming up, because I schedule a lot of sales. So on Glass with Class on Nikki's channel, to be on Black Dog Vintage channel on Monday at lunchtime, we are going to discuss Avon, all things Avon. Ooh. So that will be super fun. And then I'm going to be on Tuesday the 19th on Skunky Junk Sean's channel. And then Wednesday, April 20th, Vintage and Vino are going to have a sale with me in the morning. And instead of coffee, bring your mimosas, because you can't have a sale with Vintage and Vino and not have Vino. And then Thursday, I will be solo for that sale. might do another spring cleaning sale. There were still a few things I had left that could go in that. Not sure yet. But on Friday, I never do Friday sales, but on Friday, I'm going to have a sale on the Kitschy Cats channel with Bridget from the Baker's Daughters LLC and Kim from Oh My Vintage. I've never gotten to work with her before, but I love her. I adore her. So gonna have a lot of fun and 5 days of sales in a row next week, you guys. What do you have going on, Becky?
Well, tomorrow will be my 5th sale this week. So I'm doing a pop-up with my mom. Last week sometime I showed her fused glass jewelry. Some of it has the diachroic glass and whatnot in it. So we're going to go over to her house. She has all the stuff there, and we're going to just do a blowout on her fused glass jewelry.
And what time is that?
Tomorrow at 2 o'clock my time, so that's 4 o'clock Eastern.
Yay.
Yeah, and I put a thing up already so that hopefully I can. It's all the information's up on there on my page. And let's see, my normal is Tuesday night on my channel at 8 o'clock Mountain,
which
10
is
o'clock
10
Eastern.
o'clock my time, and I can always pop in and give a thumbs up, and then I'm
I know, but I know it's so hard from the Eastern to all the way even to the Pacific because,
And 25 years ago, I was a total night owl. It wouldn't have been a problem for me. I'd have been up till 2 o'clock in the morning anyway, but
and you guys starting at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm lucky if I'm even, rolling over in the morning at that time. So I'm definitely the night owl.
Did you see Maggie will take the divided dish?
Nope, I missed it.
Yep.
But I have it now, right here.
With the cow. She says,
yes, I was going to say, I think she already claimed something else, so that'll go nicely together. Thank you. So, and I don't think, next week, Steven is going to be on with me. He was on with me in January. It's our friend out of Alabama. So he's going to be on my regular Tuesday night show. And then we'll be in person at a Fenton antique show in Springfield, Missouri at the end of April. So I think it's the 26, 27, 28, somewhere in there, or maybe it's even further. I think we start in April and end in May. So it's that last weekend of the month. So that's where we'll be traveling to next for in person. And I would love to bring some live tours and selling out of some of the booths there as well.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Yep, it's supposed to be a big Fenton show. So,
well, thank you very much for coming on. I have been an admirer for a while, so I was thrilled when you said yes.
Me. I appreciate
and thank you everybody that hung out with us tonight. Thank you, Cindy, for sending your info. I appreciate it. So we are going to say good night. We know there are lots of other sales to bounce off to, so we'll see you guys in the chat. Bye.
Good night, everybody. See you soon.